You all know who Andrew Tate is. Billionaire, 4-time kickboxing world champion, and one of the most famous and influential people ever to have existed. The top G, the up top boss, has positively impacted the lives of millions of young men, including me. He motivated me and millions of other young men to become mentally and physically stronger, to work harder, to be proud of ourselves, and to become rich and successful, to not accept excuses in our life, to not allow feelings to get in the way of what needs to be done. He is one of the main role models in my life, and he has positively impacted my life in ways which I'll never be able to imagine. And unfortunately, he is currently being detained in Romanian jail for a crime which there's literally no evidence, where multiple women who are his victims have come out and said that they are not victims, that they don't believe that they are victims, that they believe there is no crime there, and they have said, we don't want to be victims, let us leave this case, we are not victims, we shouldn't be here. But the Matrix attacked and attempted to silence him. But what they didn't expect was millions of people who didn't believe the lies, the bullshit. And we instead, all of us, millions of people around the globe, acted on what we actually saw with our own two eyes, instead of what was told to us, what was being presented to us by the very people who say he's all these things that we know he's not. And we acted upon what we know of Andrew Tate, someone who sacrificed his own safety, privacy, literally is a millionaire lifestyle, so he could try improve our lives. And we cannot allow the Matrix to win. We can't allow that. So we must continue teaching the lessons that Andrew and Tristan Tate taught us, the lessons that they were taught by their father Amori. So here is the 3 main steps that Andrew himself said was the cause of their rapid rise to fame and success. So first is the building the foundational level skills. So this is, you'll need to gain the knowledge and skills necessary to be successful. So Andrew first focused primarily on acquiring skills and experience in kickboxing, and then use those skills that he learned from that to build businesses and to become rich once he retired from kickboxing in his late 20s. However, I suggest that whilst you should focus on building those physical skills that can benefit you if you're ever in a fight or a physical confrontation, I suggest that you focus on learning skills that are both physical and financial successful skills, and skills that can lead you to becoming more financially successful. So I recommend taking courses in business, economics, leadership, for example, Andrew Tate's Real Worlds. And you can also see different people on YouTube explaining this, people on Twitter, people on Instagram, whatever. There are thousands of real life millionaires who are teaching people the skills that are necessary to become rich. People like Iman Gadzi, people like Hamza, and a whole variety of people. So additionally, you should study the business practices of successful entrepreneurs and apply their strategies to your own work. You can use free resources like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, if you don't have the money to buy a course. There's plenty of useful information on YouTube that you can find on everything from drop shipping, SMMA, to affiliate marketing, whatever it is. The next piece of advice is one that Andrew Tate says is one of the most paramount to his success. Build a strong network of contacts. So Andrew Tate has said this is the main thing that caused him to rise so fast and to become so successful so quickly. Your network is your net worth. So if you have people who are willing and able to help you make money, who are willing and able to help and support you, then you will be, of course, able to use them to create more money. You'll have more opportunities available. You'll have more people giving you advice, teaching you skills. So in order to become successful, you need to get to know other entrepreneurs and industry professionals. And this can be very difficult when you start up. And I personally believe that building a network is more beneficial once you have already achieved like some amount of success. Like once you get to 100K a year, then having a network will help you explode your wealth much faster. And having a network, it doesn't have to be with people who are professionals, people who are already 60 years old and billionaires, because you're very unlikely to have access to them. Because in order to have a network, you need to be able to provide value to them. Because if they are valuable enough to you to be in your network, they are not going to give away their time, their most precious resource, away for free. So you must be able to provide value to them. So build up your skills, and then you can provide value to all of these entrepreneurs and other people in your industry that you can learn from and that can benefit you and them. Now, once you have that knowledge and the network, you'll need to monetize your skills. So you have the knowledge, you've learned everything that you need to know. Now you need to be able to monetize it. So this could be from creating a business, a YouTube channel, social media page, website, blog, podcast, etc. The options on how to monetize your skills are limitless. So by monetizing your skills will allow you to showcase your skills and build an audience. So you can also look into opportunities like consulting or creating products and services to sell. So for example, Andrew Tate has created YouTube videos for years. He had his whole channel called Tate Speech where he gave all this advice. And then he also had Tate Confidential, which was his reality TV vlog show. And this went on years before he went viral. And yet, throughout all this time, he was able to build up his audience extremely quickly, becoming the most Googled man on the planet much faster than anyone else previously has. And he monetized his fame by utilizing affiliate marketing to advertise his online university, Hustlers University, which then became Hustlers University 2.0 and is now the real world. In order to maximize the monetization of his massive audience, he set the price at a point that was affordable to almost all people and made it an irresistible offer, as you can learn how to become rich and successful and be like the top G and be actually taught by people who are actually millionaires actionable advice on how to build an online business up to 6 figures, 7 figures, and beyond. And finally, now this relates back to the previous point, you need to practice the art of self-promotion. You must use social media to share your work and connect with your audience and potential customers. So by doing this, you will be able to build up your reputation, and the easiest way to do this is not to entertain people or anything like that, but to bring value into your life, to bring value into their lives. So by bringing value into their lives and teaching them things that can actually benefit their own life, that they can actually implement, they will feel indebted to you almost. So you need to make an irresistible offer, build up an audience, have the skills and the network to be able to monetize all of that. And of course, this is only the beginning. This is only the bare minimum of what caused Andrew Tate to rise to fame, to rise to success. And I do think I will go into many more videos about this, about the top G Andrew Tate and the talisman Tristan Tate. And I just find their rise to fame and success extremely interesting. And I know a lot of people don't like him. Personally, I do. I know I've had even family members reach out to me telling me, oh, he's evil, he's this, he's that. I've had friends say it. But honestly, I judge people based on what they've done, not what people say about them. And I've seen Andrew Tate. I've seen what he's done. I've seen him set up orphanages, set up dog shelters, bring refugees from Ukraine to America, help millions of people. Like, look at the impact he's had on Aiden Ross alone. And tell me that he's not actually benefiting people. Because I don't think you can.